General Greene has to do anything and everything he can to become resourceful when he takes command. So he actually, while he's down south, ends up financing the the army out of his own pocket. There's our other waterfall, by the way, the first one. He finances it out of his pocket with the understanding that IOUs would be paid. That understanding turned out to be very untrue. So when the when the army, when the war ended, basically, there you go. When the war ended, General Greene was penniless. He had spent every dime that he had on the money, on the army. That's a tough word to say for me, apparently. He didn't know what to do. As we're coming back on the homestead, I'm not sure if you can see it in front of me, where I'm right next to the cemetery right here. After the army, Greene doesn't have any money, without anything, doesn't know what to do. So what does he do? He signs his home over to his brother Jacob, and the iron forge over to his brother Jacob. So that way the family forge and home won't get lost, you know, or get repossessed, basically, for the money that General Greene owed. So General Greene, he moved over to Newport, and he lives in Newport for 2 years. While he lives in Newport, there's a plantation called Mulberry Grove. It's just outside of Savannah, Georgia, and that's being prepared for him. It's a rice plantation, and it was a Tory plantation that was actually confiscated and then given to Greene as a gift. The General Greene was going to go and try to rebuild his life and basically his fortune as well. He was a very, very fortunate man, if you go by money alone, before the war. So he's down in Georgia for 8 months, and they had a gale come along. There's Jacob Barnum. The gale that came along, or hurricane as we call it nowadays, destroyed some of the rice crop at a rice plantation. So General Greene went out and he wanted to go. There's Elizabeth Margaret right here. He wanted to go survey the damage and see exactly how bad it was. He started almost immediately not feeling well, having a headache and feeling really faint. He went to bed and he laid down, and he got worse and worse. 2 days later, he died of heat stroke. And now we're at 1786 right now. So he died at 44 years old. Very short life for a man that had such a great life. 44 years old, and here we are celebrating him still 200 years to this day. Well, 250 years to this day. Yeah, 250 years now. And hopefully we're doing everything we can here at the homestead. I'm part of the homestead, if you didn't realize. The homestead is actually sponsoring not just this video, but every video you'll see here. My name's Brian Zinzer, by the way. I am your host. I should have started with that, I guess. So we are the Nathanael Greene Homestead Association, and I'm the vice president on the board here. So the goal of this channel, we just went for a small little hike, but this goal for this channel is to do outdoor activities and then talk about history while we're doing so. And not just that, but some of these activities I'd like to take place on some of these historic sites. Like, what better place to do your first real video than the Nathanael Greene Homestead, when it's basically your second home, like mine. So I couldn't find a better spot personally. But it's going to be a lot of kayaking, a lot of kayak fishing, a lot of fishing, a lot of hiking, even photography. I love taking pictures. If you visit our the homestead's Facebook page, you'll see a lot of my pictures on here. You'll even see pictures of me. I do selfies a lot. So yeah, we're actually in collaboration with the Nathanael Greene Homestead and the outdoor historian here to start making historic videos for everybody. On that note, I'm coming back up to the barn now, and we're going to end here. We'll continue on the rest of the war after Morristown on the next video. Once we finish doing the whole Revolutionary War, we'll actually start focusing on spots and people. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I really want to share the history. That's the whole purpose of this whole thing. I just want to share the history, and I love doing outdoor things. So why not combine the two and hopefully have people watch it? Thank you. Bye.